What's up, y'all? Hope you are having a great day. For today's video, I want to talk about UFC Fight Night, Kape versus Almabayev, and I want to give you my prediction for it. So let's get into it. So UFC, another weekend of UFC. We got another fight night, this time at the Apex, where most of the fight nights happen. This one's low-key a banger. You have a lot of great fights on this card. There's not a lot of big names, so I don't want to give my predictions for all the fights. I just want to give you my prediction for the main event, because it's probably the most intriguing fight and the one with the most impact. So I want to give you my prediction for that fight, and it's going to happen in the flyweight division. Kape versus Almabayev, whatever his name is. I'm just going to say that because it's a long name. Anyways, this guy, I'm going to call him Asala. Asala is coming off a, I think, 6-fight win streak in the UFC. However, no, 4-fight win streak in the UFC. However, look at his opponents. Not the most A-tier opponents that he's fighting in the UFC. Now, it is UFC fighters. He is beating them pretty well and pretty dominant victories. However, the level of competition is very low compared to who Kape's fighting. So, Kape, he's on a, he's like 5-1 in his last 6. He lost to the guy that kicked out of the UFC for all that crap that they were doing in that fight. But Kape is a very talented fighter in the flyweight division. He's very entertaining, obviously, on the mic and in the octagon. He puts on a show when he's in there. Look, a lot of people can say what they want about certain fighters, but this guy, he talks and he fights. He goes in there and he puts on a show for the fans. So, especially that fight against Bruno Silva. If you haven't watched that fight, go back and watch it. They fought in Orlando in December. That was a great fight and a great performance for Kape. And I think if he brings that same energy and that same skill set that he had in that fight to this fight, I think he can get a win over a really good contender. I really think Almabayev is a really good contender. I think he can really rise in the flyweight division. However, we're talking about levels here. UFC, MMA, in the sport of MMA, there's levels. When you go from beating guys that aren't as good to, we're talking about title contending fighters, that's where you draw the line. That's where the levels start to even out and start to get bigger or lower. Kape is the more leveled, higher fighter in this fight, so I think he's going to be able to get it done. It'll probably be by decision, but I can see it being a late round knockout for Kape as well. So if you're a UFC fan, let me know in the comments what you think. This is going to be a very entertaining fight. It's not the biggest name of a fight, but it's going to be a very entertaining fight as well as a very entertaining card. So let me know your prediction for the main event and any other fight that you're going to be watching. Keep your eyes on it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, and I'll be back with another one soon. See ya.